Hefe. Care about number what the check say. I can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no. I still wanna take my mama to the Poconos. Gotta buy on a house, $1 million row. Played it fair with these niggas, put me in a hole. I got scars, I'm still healing, don't nobody know. I've been living independent, beefing with my bro. It ain't even about the money, it's the principle. They say blood a little thicker, I ain't feel it though. I got problems on my handle, I'm a grown man. I don't wanna murder nothing, use the wrong hand. Niggas put you in your feelings, playing like your friend. She been rocking hard body, say she not a fan. Malibu, picking beats, meet me on the sand. I got flights chasing heights, I don't wanna land. Shit really hit different, niggas understand. But you should never make a statement on another man. Judge give a life sentence, make you understand. I can make 100 million sticking to the plan. 20,000 on my watch, 20 in my pants. Like a nigga hit a lick, do my money dance. Everything independent, needed in advance. Big sad motivation, I've been in a trance. Take a picture of me ballin', niggas in the stand. I've been making niggas bitter, they don't stand a chance. I can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Ant Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other. The recipient of Hot Topics is no other than Glen. Now, y'all don't know who Glen is, but y'all gonna find out who Glen is by the end of this story. Oh yeah, it's Storytime with Hefe. You know what I'm saying? For all my fans and supporters that love them stories, you know what I'm saying? We got a story for y'all, how all my troubles first started. This is before jail, for the gangbanging, before everything. This is the path, this is the road, this is the trouble, possibly led there. Glen. So, this gonna go back way to elementary. You know what I'm saying? This gonna go back 4th grade, elementary, LaSalle Elementary, on 87th and LaSalle. So, I was going to LaSalle from kindergarten all the way to the 4th grade. I was kicked out of LaSalle in the 4th grade by way of a guy named Glen. Now, Glen, in school, back in the day, starting out school, Glen was the type of guy that kept himself secluded from people, but was the favorite of a teacher. He was the favorite of the teacher. So we used to call those people the teacher's pet. And Glen was, in fact, surely the teacher's pet. Smart, dork, everything you could think of that you would call a smart person to try to unnerve them or make them look stupid or dumb, or to make their smarts look dumb because they smart. That was Glen. And as I said, stayed up under the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Got treats from the teacher. You know what I'm saying? We called him the teacher's pet. So, however, I was rough, you know what I'm saying? I was rough coming up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Not many kids is rough, but the settings I came up in, like a project settings, you know what I'm saying? My siblings, you know, they were older than me and they was in the street. I had a loving mother, you know what I'm saying? The sweetest mother ever. But everything else, other than that, I was watching, was imminent danger. You know, watching my brothers, they not being mindful that I'm watching what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing weapons. You know, I'm seeing all type of stuff at a young age. And my mama and parents are not privy to these things that I'm seeing, because I got 6 siblings. And it's 5 boys and 1 girl. And at this given time, my 2 younger siblings, they were still in the room with my parents. My sister had her own room, and me and the other 2 boys, you know what I'm saying, we're in the same room. So them going through puberty, going through adolescence, growing up to be teenagers, falling in and out of jail, you know what I'm saying, trying to go against, the things that's poverty stricken, trying to find our way. I was watching them. I was watching them grow up, you know what I'm saying, as I was growing up, and I was picking off things. So, to a degree, I was a person that was, they would say, got an old soul, or was before his time, or before his years, beyond his years. So with that being said, I had a kind of different attitude at school. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no bully, but I definitely was bad to the bone, and I definitely was with all the BS, and I definitely, you know what I'm saying, stayed in that principal office for fighting. You know what I'm saying? Not practically bullying on nobody, but fighting with other hard kids, other kids that was on that. But this situation with Glenn, I can definitely say this was a bully tactic that I had pulled and what had got me kicked out of the school. So, peep game. Me growing up under the guide in which I grew up, seeing weapons, becoming accustomed at a young age, me becoming accustomed to seeing what my older brother's doing and seeing and trying to understand what's going on in the gang lifestyle at the age of 8 and 9 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But, these poverty-stricken situations, other people problems will force you to grow faster than you have to grow. So, however, I remember hearing in elementary from older kids that I knew from home, from school, from the park, various places, talk about junior high school. And the thing about junior high school was that soon as you hit the 6th grade, the 8th graders was trying to come. And what did they call that term that the 8th graders would do? Scrub you. They had a term called scrub, you know what I'm saying? So, what a scrub was, this was prone to 6th graders, which was freshmen, coming into junior high. And the 8th graders, you know what I'm saying, will break them in. What, you know what I'm saying, whether it was a wedgie or trying to flush their head in the toilet and stuff like that, give them that treatment, you know what I'm saying? Being that they were the older kids on their way to high school and you was fresh out of elementary coming into junior high, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if this was part of toughening up or what the case may be, but I used to hear these stories a lot. So with me hearing these stories a lot, I was hard body and forming it in my mind that I'm going to make sure when I go to junior high that ain't nobody scrubbing me. I'm not going for no scrubbing. Ain't nobody going to put their hands on me. It's going to be a full-blown fight. Or I'm going to be getting jumped by however many people think they're going to do it. But I'm going to be fighting, gouging, biting, gouging eyes, all that. I'm not about to play no game scrub. Put my head in a urinal. I couldn't believe it. But although I was fighting against the pro whales and these antics coming on to me, it came on to me anyway in the form of me taking this challenge in elementary and trying it on others. So one day, I'm with my little crew, you know what I'm saying, being that I always had the mind to lead. Like I said, I came up in the household. The guy that came up with my 2 older brothers, they used to make me fight everything on the block. The things in the training that they was putting me under had me at school. I wasn't looking to follow nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was a leader, you know what I'm saying? And I was challenging other leaders, you know what I'm saying? If there was any misconception about who was selling the ship. So, however, me and my little posse, it was about 4 of us that I can remember. Me, the 2 twins, Dan and Danny, and I don't remember who else, but I remember the twins, Dan and Danny for sure, about another person or 2. We all in the bathroom using the restroom, and while we using the restroom, we on our way heading out. They got the 2. They had like 4 urinals in the bathroom. We all use it. We waiting for our partners washing our hands. We all in the group. We wait to leave out with each other. After we all finish using the bathroom, we on our way out the bathroom. Who do we see entering the bathroom? We see goddamn Glenn, the teacher's pet, Mr. Dexter's Laboratory, Mr. Smart Pants, you know what I'm saying? Mr. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything that comes with being a teacher pet. Let's just say that. We see him. Soon as I see him, my ears prick up for whatever reason, and I become sinister. Without saying anything to any of my boys, I instantly snatch Glenn up, which Glenn tried to tussle, but Glenn was a little guy, you know, even back then, you know what I'm saying? Glenn was a skinny, frail, skinny little guy, you know what I'm saying? Who back then will put you in the mind of a Pee Wee Herman. I snatch him up. As I snatch him up and he's trying to squirm, I bear hug him. The rest of the crew catch on. They all grab him. I'm dragging him towards the bathroom, towards, you know what I'm saying? Not towards the urinals, but towards, you know what I'm saying, the shitters, you know what I'm saying, that you flush. We get him in a star. Once we get him in there, bam. You know what go next. Scrub Nation. You know what I'm saying? We put the scrub game down. You know, bop, a few flushes. Glenn yelling, hollering. Amongst all the hollering and the commotion, the janitor hear what's going on. So, this bathroom had two ways you could come in and exit. One way was on the outside. If you was on the playground, walking to school, blacktop or grounds, you could come in one way. And if you was in a hallway, you could come in another way. Now, the way that you could come in through the hallway, the janitor closet was across from the bathroom. But, as I can remember, the way that you enter the bathroom from the hallway was not always open. It was not always open on the hallway side, but the outside that you enter from the blacktop stayed open. So I don't remember that door being open that day, and nor do I think it was open. But while we was on bullshit scrubbing Glenn and he was yelling and stuff and all the commotion was going on, the janitor was in the hallway and heard all the commotion and opened the bathroom door, probably thinking there's a fight going on, or let me see what these kids in here doing. He opened up, he noticed to us, he entered the bathroom. Everybody's running out the bathroom. Once they look up, see the janitor, they running out the bathroom. I'm the last person out the stall with Glenn. I'm the furthest person, not the furthest person, I'm the closest person to the janitor. So, as I try to run, our janitor back then was a tall dude, about 6'3", 6'4" size, black dude, bald head, muscular. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he had been to the joint or what the case may be, but I know for sure he snatched me up when I tried to run, took me to the office along with Glenn, and from there, it was all she wrote. I was kicked out of LaSalle Elementary in the 4th grade and sent to another school in my community called Raymond Avenue Elementary to finish the rest of the 4th grade and 5th grade out. Fast forward through high school, through junior high, I had never ran into Glenn. I could imagine that probably from there, I don't know if he went to any of the surrounding schools like the Horseman's, John Muir's and all that, but I can only imagine Glenn parents probably sent Glenn to one of them magnet schools or out the way somewhere. I don't remember seeing Glenn or hearing Glenn's name nowhere through high school or junior high. The next time I run into Glenn would be in the LA County Jail Supermax. I'm in 821 one of these times. Got it going up in there, brewing all the drink, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that was in the door with us had a cold drink hand. So at that time I entered the door and I see Glenn. And although I hadn't seen him in over 15, 16, 17, 18 years, he still looked the same, but a growner version. As people may tell me, like, man, you still the same, just growner and stuff like that. You know, some people transition for the different. And, you know, everybody don't look the same. You know what I'm saying? You be seeing some people, you feel me, they be blossom for the better. You know, there was an ugly duckling there. You know, they blossom for the better. You know what I'm saying? And some people just stay the same. But, however, I don't know if I had approached Glenn or Glenn had approached me. But, however, we recognized each other. You know, I don't remember us if I got in to telling him or if we spoke on the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? From the last time I seen him, what got me expelled from the school. But we was in a dorm together. Glenn was straight. He was on non-affiliate time, but he was definitely in there trying to rotate and or mess with the Crips. So, you know, in there, you know, At that time, when I was at 821 at that time, you said we had some cool staff that was outside on deck. And, man, we had to drink brewer, man. And I had, like, the best drink had up in that thing, hands down. You know what I'm saying? With them fireballs and those root beer barrels, boy, we was coming down. Big drink. You know what I'm saying? I had those bottles. 1, 2 bottles, you know what I'm saying, had you right. 1 bottle gonna have you right to the neck. 2, it was over with. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of crazy to run into Glen in jail. And I can't even remember what the hell Glen was in jail for. But I definitely was startled. Like, what the hell, Glen? Like, the teacher's pet, Dexter Laboratory? Like, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Smart Guy? Like, what the hell you doing in jail? This was the last person I would think that I would see in jail. And on top of that, this is the person who started my troubles. This is the first person I got in trouble over. It's like the first person I got in trouble over, got kicked that major trouble over, and started my troubles, and started my bad streak that just upped it. Glen. I'm blaming it on Glen. I don't know what Glen was in jail for. Couldn't believe Glen was in jail. I don't remember how long my stay was, but Glen was there the whole time with me. You know, we used to rotate. He used to come over and speak, you know, ask me about different people from school. If I ran into this person, you know, stuff like that. We used to talk. It was all good. You know, I wasn't mad at Glen. I was in a row for doing Glen like that. You know, at this time, you know, I had transitioned myself. You know, I had some living under my belt. You know, I understood, you know what I'm saying, the pros and cons, you know what I'm saying, the evildoers and stuff like that. You know how I go. You know what I'm saying? I was of age now. Back then, you know, I was an adolescent, really didn't care. I was on BS. However, that was way back in, had to be 2010, 11-ish when I seen Glen. I got out, never knew if Glen got out, never knew what happened with Glen. We didn't exchange information or anything like that. So the other night, I'm in traffic. I leave the homie shop, and I stop at the 7-Eleven on Manchester and Crenshaw real quick. They grab me a cup of ice. As I hop out the car and I'm walking to the door, who the hell do I see? Glen looking all grown up now, man. I want to say the man might even had a beard, had face hair. He used to have like the little baby face, little Pee Wee Herman little face. But Glen is looking older now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He got a country drawl, country accent, like he had been out in Texas or Oklahoma somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But we recognize each other off the back, and he's like, man, I ain't seen you in a long time, bro. What's up, my guy, man? We old as hell now. I'm like, shit, I ain't old. Like, shit, bro, shit, we still young. Shit, niggas, people older than us. He get to laughing and stuff like that. So we catch it up and stuff like that as we walking around 7-Eleven trying to buy our, as we walking around buying our items and stuff like that. We get what we want. You know what I'm saying? We further still talking. And Glen come out like, man, what you getting? I'm like, oh, man, it's a cup of ice, you know, the soda, something about to hit the road. He like, yeah, for sure, man. You already know, man. It's on the house, man. You ain't got to pay for that. It's for the free. I'm like, oh, no, it's all good, bro. I got bread. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't got to use your bread. You know what I'm saying? From there, I'm like, damn, what he talking about? I'm thinking like he about to pay for it with his bread. Like, you know, it ain't that serious. All good, man. You know what I'm saying? We a long way from elementary. Now, I know he was just being good people. But I'm like, it's all good. He put out the EBT card. Like, man, you don't need to use your cash. But I got it right here. I got the EBT card. You know, he was further still down the aisle grabbing more stuff. So once he grabbed what he grabbed and brought it to the item, you know, brought it to the counter. I set my stuff down. He slid the EBT card, put the code in, paid for the stuff. I dapped him up. I thanked him. We talked a little more, caught up. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of in a rush and in a hurry, so it was over the time that I wanted to spend at the 7-Eleven anyway, so I was trying to run, so we didn't exchange numbers. But he did say that he watched me, man. I've been watching your content. I'm a supporter. You know, I just moved back from Fresno and stuff like that. So I was like, man, for sure, man, hit me in the comments, man. We got to catch back up, man. You came a long way, man. And I see you good people, man, but I ain't going to lie. Glen was a person that I thought that was going to go to like an Ivy League school, or going to be off in college somewhere, be set, have a good life, and be like a policeman, a doctor somewhere. But, you know, Glen had fell on whatever times he had fell upon, but he's still doing good. He's still breathing. And as he pointed out and said, there's a lot of people who went to school with us, man, that ain't here no more and didn't make it, man. And I'm going to conclude that there, man. It's your boy, Young at Hefe. Don't care about nothing what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Be acting like they own shit over there, my nigga. You feel me? Like, nigga, you don't own nothing over though, bro. Nigga, get to the hood. Nigga ain't got, nigga, we can have in front of somebody else's house. If you don't knock it off, nigga, I'm finna go in the house, go, nigga, take my shoes off, nigga, turn on YouTube, make me some content, and stay out you niggas' way. Because it be 10 niggas on the block with one strap. You feel me? I got my own strap. You feel me? I ain't passing shit on. And I ain't put my life in another nigga's hands. So the fix all that, right? I'm just stay my monkey ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there's so much niggas telling out here nowadays. You don't know who's snitching. You feel me? You got a strap on you. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you got Crash, the FBI, the National Guards pulling out, going straight to you. But you want a nigga to come to the hood.